Lapis, we have to fuse again, Lapis. We have to fuse again. We have to get that Szechuan chicken out, Lapis. Szechuan chicken, Lapis. Sauce, Lapis. We gotta fuse the malachite to get the sauce, Lapis. What the fudge is this opening? Oh, well, my name's Fox tonight, so they and I'm Bit Fox. Doing something with my hair, I guess. But I just finished watching Rick and Morty Season 3, Episode 1. I guess no one knew this was coming, except the dudes who freaking scheduled it, but me, myself, I was waiting for Samurai Jack. I scheduled everything for Samurai Jack. I'm like, okay, I have this much time. I got 5 minutes before I need to go. I went downstairs, went to watch the show with my brother, and I see Rick and Morty playing, like the ending of Rick and Morty, the first episode. I'm watching Rick and Morty, I'm there thinking, like, this isn't an episode I've seen. And I know I've seen all of the Rick and Morty episodes because I've watched season 1 and 2 multiple times. Especially when I'm working on, like, projects and stuff, or, like, editing, I leave it in the background and watch. So I know I've seen it before, so this is new! But it was the end of the episode, I'm like, crap, well, I guess I gotta wait till tomorrow and see if I can find the video anywhere. And then, right after that, another episode of Rick and Morty! Thank you. Thank you all! Jeez, but, this is the newest episode of Rick and Morty, where I actually kind of love, like, it opens up, if I didn't know already that, like, it opens up with, Rick in a, like, I'm going to say a Denny's, I forget what it's called, but it's basically a Denny's. He opens up with a Denny's, and he's talking with Jerry, everyone, Morty, Beth, and, Summer. They're talking with each other saying, oh, and that's how I escaped from prison with all this, and this. And it's like, and I honestly was thinking for a second, like, wait, did he actually escape from prison and they're not going to show it? Because I would not put it past them to do that. Not so much as, like, just like so we can get everything back on track, but more just because, like, that would be kind of funny. Like, everyone's, like, wondering, how the fuck did he get out? How the fuck is he going to get out of this? And then he gets out of such a way it's like, oh, I guess that's how. Oh, I guess we'll never know. But no, he actually does get out, which is freaking off. He does. They actually do show that. It's actually kind of like a Matrix type thing. Where Rick is inside, where the bug guys are messing with Rick's head. It's like a Matrix or Inception. And the guy's trying to, if anything, it's probably more Inception. But they're trying, actually, it's a lot like Inception. But they're trying to get Rick to show when he got the idea for the portal gun. And Rick basically is screwing with them, making, like, the guy's coffee turn into a butt that farts in his face and stuff like that. Or makes Jerry fold over and stuff like 6 times. It's pretty funny. And then the bugs people are like, okay, yeah, just show us this stuff or your brain's going to turn to melt. And Rick even sees, like, between where he was during 9/11 and one of his favorite sports bloopers, in the middle is what looks like a figure of a woman and then a younger girl in front of the portal. And he says, when I made the portal gun, that's when I lost him. And they're like, why don't you show me that? I'm like, alright, fine. And basically, just to shorten Rick's story a little bit, he takes them to first McDonald's where they're talking about the Szechuan chicken McNugget dip that apparently was made for the Mulan movie, or like from the Roger Mulan movie during McDonald's, which, one, I remember when Mulan came out. Though, mind you, back then I had no concept of years. Oh, I didn't have any concept of years yet. So, the only thing that I can really remember that when Mulan came out, and Hercules, was that, was the toys. Was when I went to McDonald's and, like, I got, like, the Mulan with, like, the firecracker or the rocket grenade thing. Like, you shoot the little head of the dragon off. I thought it was kind of cool because I love dragons. Or And then I remember the Hercules one because like you can like mess with the box itself and have it to where like Hercules pulls down the rose for Meg. I remember all that stuff. That was freaking awesome. I remember I always wanted Mushu, which I believe I got Mushu at one point where he rung the bell. Mushu was like my favorite. And then Kingdom Hearts was made. Anyway, off topic. But Rick takes them to a garage. His garage. He's like, this was me back then. It shows him messing with the portal gun, messing with a portal gun, but the portal gun's not really working. As anything that goes in it comes out and it disintegrates. But then a Rick from another dimension comes in and says, "Hey Rick, I'm going to teach you how to create the portal gun that will take you to all other dimensions. Like it's not just being the smartest guy on this planet. But once you have the portal gun, you'll be the smartest guy in all planets. You'll basically be a god, Rick." And our Rick is basically says, "No, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to be here, be happy or whatever." And they're like, you're whatever, Rick. Sure, okay, Rick. And that Rick, the other Rick disappears. The main Rick finds, we see Rick's wife and then, daughter when she's younger. I forgot her name. But I'm trying to think. They then, in like a couple seconds, like, let's go get some ice cream. Rick gets in the car, a bomb comes out of the portal, blows up, kills the wife, and daughter's like, no! And then basically you see Rick build the first portal, and the bug's like, yeah! This is it! And also he's eating like the Szechuan cheese, like, this stuff is really good, while he sees the family blow up. And then when the portal gets made, the bug's like, yeah! I did it! Take me out of here! And also, like, they code to create the portal gun itself, is uploaded to the computer, and Rick then says, and the bug guy that can't get pulled is like, wait, why can't I get pulled out? And Rick goes, yeah, it's kind of because, I tricked you, and it's actually a virus you upload into your system, and I'm going to take over your brain now. And basically he switches brains, but Rick loses some of his stuff because the bug's brain can't hold up all of Rick's genius. So he goes into that body, tries to leave, and then I'll cut back to Rick and Morty's story where Morty and everyone else on Earth, the parents and Rick and Morty seem to all be happy with their life, even though they're being paid in pills and they're really not doing anything. But Summer, which this episode itself made me like Summer a lot more because, what is it? The first season, she's just the older sister, the one who's like, oh, the teen sister, like, doesn't really like the old little brother and stuff like that. And, wants, the voice, and, the stereotypical teenager. But then this one, it's like, she's like, no, we gotta go save Rick. And even, like, Morty seems to giving up on Rick, and everyone seems to have given up on Rick, saying, like, even the mom saying, he left us. And I'm thinking, yes, he did leave you. So that way you guys don't get taken by the government, have to live on a little small planet forever. But, live miserably. So Summer is the only one who tries to figure out a way, how do I get out of here? How are we going to get to Rick? There has to be something here in the lab or whatever. And Rick and Morty's like, Summer, and even like saying like these little flies that like, you arrange a certain way, maybe a hologram appears. No, they're actually the lock for the secret lab. That was funny. I didn't know until I saw the ending first. Then I saw that part. I'm like, oh, ha ha ha, that's funny. But Morty's like, no, Summer, you want a grandpa that's gonna help. That's never gonna let you down, Rick. Summer. Go dig up to the grandpa in the backyard. And Summer's like, that's right. She goes to the backyard. I'm like thinking, okay, is there gonna be kind of some sick thing where she does with the body to show it, or like use the body to clone Rick or something? But no, they dig up her body, reaches into Rick's jacket, and pulls out a portal gun. I'm like, fudge! That's actually a really smart twist. That is really good because I don't think you never see that. Rick's portal gun disappear or something. We don't know if it got destroyed. So that's actually pretty awesome. And when Summer's about to teleport there, the butler robot, who's basically kind of a surveillance droid, grabs them saying that they're going to destroy them or return it or give it to the proper authorities. But they teleport around and like Morty wants to take Summer to a world to show how Rick is. But all these people are being killed. But well, not all these people are being killed. I'm sorry. First, the robot gets either left behind or gets killed at one point. I forgot exactly what happened, but they get thrown through a couple dimensions, even like the butt dimension, the farting butt dimension, for some reason. Maybe that's gonna be a big plot point later on. But farting butt point dimension, and then they appear in the Cronenberg world, Morty's original planet, dimension, and you see that the family's all still like super bulked. They're fighting monsters, or eating them and wearing like their skin, the Cronenbergs, which actually no, the Cronenbergs don't seem to at least talk or whatever. So I was just thinking about that. Sorry, but they're just fighting and stuff, and then when the point where they're eating Bert Cronenberg, like the destroyed home, the original family that we used to follow stops Morty and Summer saying, "You, Morty, will stay here." And also they destroy the portal gun. It says, "That Summer shall die." But when that portal gun is destroyed, the Council of Ricks appear, come in, start destroying, freeze all the others, and they say, basically Rick and Morty, Summer says, "You have to save Grandpa Rick," and they say, "Oh, we can't let Rick's secrets be taken by the Galactic Empire, so we're gonna go save 2817 or whatever Rick, and then kill him." And then cut back to the main Rick, where Rick is inside the body of one of the bugs. They start killing off the bugs, and then our Rick shoots his brain into another Rick body, kills all the other Ricks, flies to the Rick Citadel, switches brains with one of the High Commanders, goes into the Citadel, which Summer and Morty are somewhere around there, uses the Citadel to teleport into the government building, destroys all that, basically saves Morty and Summer at one point when he disguises himself as another Rick. The Council of Ricks are basically all killed, except, I believe they're all killed, except for one Rick who has a gun to Summer's head, saying, "If you do anything, I'll kill you." And Rick says, No, I'll kill you first, but I'm going to tell you all these ways, like, saying, like, if you kill the girl now, I'll kill you I'll kill you, quickly or something like that, or, if I can shoot you, and then I can I can either shoot Summer, she'll die, but then I'll have to kill you, which will be a little recoil, so it'll kind of hurt me, but it'll really kill you still. Or I could, or you can let the girl go and I shoot you directly and kill you faster, your choice, and like, or you can kill Summer right now and just kill you anyway, so either way you're gonna die. And, I know these are terrible impressions, and Morty's like, "Put the gun down, Rick!" And Morty, no, and like, they're, "No, Morty, no. And then Morty shoots Rick in the forehead. I'm like, what the fudge? The council is like, "Yes, it worked!" He drops Summer, gets shot in the head by the actual Rick, and says, "Oldest trick in the book, Morty." Summer shows the gun that Morty was carrying, and it says, "Fake gun, shoot me in the forehead." And Morty's like, "Yeah, I saw that." Yeah. And so then they break into, like, the computer room. Also, I do love how Rick transferred between bodies just to get back into another Rick body, which is pretty funny. And I was wondering, like, in the end he wasn't Rick, but I don't know. It was, but in the end, like, I'm like, oh, okay, I got it now. But, what Rick does to destroy this government and everything is he breaks into their secret base, breaks into, like, one of the top facilities, and says, and, like, Rick and Morty, and Summer and Morty are like, "All right, Rick, how you gonna kill him? How you gonna destroy him?" And he's saying, "By switching one number." Well, they give him a few options, like, "Good job, kids," but no, I'm gonna do it by switching one number. Turns 1 to 0, and basically makes all, like, basically if the dollar bill amounted for only $1, it makes it amount to 0, which then makes everything amount to 0, and thus then the economy falls down to, like, it shows kind of like the White House of these bug people, and it's like, who's paying me to do this? Who's paying me to do that? Who's gonna pay these troops to fight each other? And the president of the bug people were like, hold on, does he need a solution? He shoots himself in the head, and it's like, oh fuck, my person, I'm like, what the fuck? And then they all just start fighting each other, and no shooty heady, please, for anyone, but But, yeah, it just... and then basically Rick heads back home with Morty and Summer. I forgot to mention, what is it? Jerry apparently is having so many promotions he doesn't even know what he does yet. But then when he gets back home, him and his wife, I keep forgetting her name. I want to remember it, but I can't. And his wife are like, don't leave us, don't ever leave us, we won't leave each other. And then when Rick comes back, the wife immediately drops everything that said, like, that, you know, forget her husband or whatever, or her father. He says, don't ever leave us again. And Jerry says, no, I'm putting my foot down. It's either him or me. And one Rick says, is there any cold beer left? I need some beer. And what's fun? Jerry's like, no. He's like, okay, fine. I'll take some vodka. And that's when Jerry gives an ultimatum. Jerry or Rick. The wife just looks at him. Rick goes into the garage, arranges the flies, forms his lab. The wife comes back in and goes, yeah, me and Jerry divorced. Don't worry, Dad. Afterwards, like, oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Was it my blood? He's like, no, don't worry, Dad. You don't need to worry about that. I'm going to go make sure Jerry doesn't change his mind. Turns around, walks out. Summer is going to go beat up some aliens because it's patriotic, I guess. Also, apparently all the other people were in the sewers and they come up to fight the bug people at the end, very end. And then a scene similar to the beginning of season 1 happens but Rick explains, like, crazily grabs Morty, like, throws him down and says, I overthrew your family. I overthrew Jerry because he was gonna betray me and send me to the government. But I tore down the government and I tore down Jerry and now I'm your main father figure, I guess, of this family. And you can't tell Summer or anyone else because they won't. Or Beth, that was her name. Beth, they won't believe you. And we're gonna go on adventures, Morty. We're gonna keep going on adventures forever. Rick and Morty forever. We're gonna go get that Szechuan chicken. All this is about Szechuan chicken. No fake story. Also, FYI, he faked his backstory apparently about his wife and Beth dying in his dimension. But I feel like there's probably gonna be some truth to that. Maybe when he created the portal gun, or maybe either when he created his portal gun. Or a Rick from another dimension. I'll probably make a theory about this, but a Rick probably from another dimension stole baby Morty from his dimension, and, you know, the Rick is completely lost, basically without him, and that's why he went to find this Morty and stuff like that. I don't know, but so Rick basically says it's gonna take 9 seasons for me to get my Szechuan chicken, Morty. 97 years, and, like, honestly, if this show does last 9 years. One, I hope it's well written for all those 9 years. But I would love to see, like, in the 9th season, just finally, like, he gets his Szechuan chicken. This Szechuan's dip chicken, but, yeah, and then the ending credit scene is, Beth, or, Summer's friend, who is actually a turncoat, a spy, and she apparently had Bird Person revived as Phoenix Person. And she gets on his back, and they fly off. So I guess she loved him? I guess? Or just wanted him as a soldier? I don't know. But the episode was awesome. It was a nice April Fool's joke. It's a weird April Fool's joke. Because one, it's just like, I kind of wanted to watch Samurai Jack. I was really hyping myself up to watch more Samurai Jack. But instead, we got Rick and Morty. So it's like, you betrayed me, but also gave me a gift. First, it's sour. But still, it's awesome. I don't know, but this was a good episode. I liked it. It was really awesome, and I'm trying to think. I was trying to think, like, I was thinking, like, Rick's suit that he has, like, towards the end, kind of reminded me of something. I can't remember what. I was thinking, like, was this something? Because, one, I have a feeling somewhere in the future, there's going to be a Ford, from Gravity Falls, Ford, Stanford. I feel like Stanford's going to appear somewhere in the series. most likely towards the end of, most likely towards like whenever Rick does a flashback to the war. I feel like we won't actually see him completely, but he'll probably be like wrapped up with like the scarf around his face and goggles and stuff. But I feel like Ford's gonna appear somewhere. I was like thinking, is that similar to Ford's wear, like what he was wearing? I don't believe it is. For some reason, I thought that. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Either way, thank you all so much for watching. Watch the videos that I've done. Please link description below to show all my other videos. Links are on my face and those subscription buttons right there. This was awesome. I love that Rick and Morty are back. I need to get like what is it? At this one shop they have like Rick and Morty like stuff. I actually want to get something from there. That way I at least have some item to wave around while I'm doing these reviews. But Rick and Morty's back. I'm not sure if the next episode is gonna happen next week, but who knows? But this was a cool April Fool's surprise / joke. But it was really good. Either way, thank you all so much for watching. And check out my videos, and links around, subscription buttons right there, and we will see you later. We're gonna go on adventures, guys! We're gonna go on adventures, guys! We'll go!